Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully you guys can hear the sound of my voice. If you can, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're listening in from. Oh, man. I played around with my mic settings yesterday. When I listened back to the recording, the mic didn't sound too hot. So you guys let me know, how did this mic sound today? But anywho, let's get into this magic. It's 9 o'clock Central Time, so that means that we had a recent close of the 8 a.m. candle. So the candle they're printed from 4 a.m., which is London session, to 8 a.m., which is pretty much the beginning of the New York session. So let's take a look at, let's see where we at. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to get this news browser to show up. There we go. So you guys, we got CPI news for Australian dollar later on tonight. But that's pretty much it. All of the USD news is hit already. We had flash manufacturing sales, some GBP news overnight. I was in one GBP trade, Euro GBP. And looks like we had some Audi news overnight as well too. But yeah, that's it for the day. No more USD news for the day. It looks like everything is laid on. Got a little GBP unemployment today. So unemployment on a Great British Pound. What's this here? Manufacturing numbers coming out for Euro. But that's tomorrow. Right, no, it says 2 o'clock, so in 1 hour. Yeah. What you find funny, guys, is that a lot of times you'll see. Oh, thank you. Is that Tiana? Thank you for letting me know it sounds good. I appreciate that. I'm new to this streaming thing, so I'm still working out all the kinks. So let me know if you have any issues with the quality of the stream or anything. But yeah. So let's get back to trading view. What we came here for. So this is Audi USD yesterday. When we went through the pairs, we were expecting a pullback to this level to look for potential entry. As you can see, we didn't get a pullback, so I'm gonna go ahead and scrap that idea. It may come back later on this week, but as of right now, I'm taking Audi USD off my radar. And let's go ahead and go down to the next one. This was Audi JPY. Man, we had a potential entry opportunity right here. Missed that. That was yesterday at noon. Boo. Let me get rid of yesterday's or last week's, I'm sorry, markup, so that way it's not confusing. Hide that. Bam. So if you guys are new to the stream, my process, I'm looking for weekly moves. So I guess you could call it swing trading. Yeah, because I'm looking to catch a trade one of the days of this week and then hold it for a few days and exit before the week is over. So I look to trade the weekly candle pretty much. How do I explain that? If you look at this weekly candle, this is this week's current candle, right? This current week that we're in right now, October 23rd through whatever the end of this particular week is. Looks like it's the 30th. Or 28th or something like that. Well, you see a lot of these candles have wicks on them, right? So like, for example, this particular bearish candle, it opened right here, because that's how you know it's a bearish candle, because this is the opening price. Price at one point went higher, and then it dropped the remainder of the week and got as low as this particular level right here, and then it pulled back and closed right there. That's literally how candles are formed on whatever time frame, 4 hour, weekly, monthly, whatever, 8 hour. Right, doesn't matter. So using that as a guide, I'm looking for a price to open up for the week like this candle did right here. Let me try it from a different angle. Candle open here, it came down, made a bottom wick, or price came lower, but then eventually price started to rally and come higher, and at the moment it's right here. Now we don't know where it's going to close. It could close all the way back down here, it can close up here, we don't know. But what I do know is that 9 times out of 10, bullish candle is going to have a bottom wick, and a bearish candle is going to have a top wick. So that's what we're looking to play off of, man. Keeping it plain and simple. And I'm trading on the 4 hour because, again, that means I don't have to check the candles or the charts every 4 hours or so, right? I don't have to worry about minute to minute ticks, which is freeing, right? Because literally you're just waiting for 4 hour candles to close. So a lot of the fake outs that a lot of people deal with on those lower time frames, you don't deal with, or you don't take 7 entries a day. You might take 3-4 entries a week, but I'm looking at every single pair, so we're gonna get a whole lot more. But if you single in on your favorite pairs, then it'll be a little less activity. But this is a textbook move. Missed that, man. So first 8 hours of the week, we looking to box that up, and then we're looking for a breakout above or below that. If it breaks out first, we generally want to be looking for a sale. And so as you can see right here, we had a breakout above, price pulled back to this level, and we could have caught a buy up here, but really we're looking for a reversal eventually, but we hadn't gotten that yet, so we're gonna keep it moving. NZD, same thing, came higher. We're looking for a reversal coming back, because again, the idea is that this is going to become the top wick. So if price comes back down and closes lower, this will be considered a top wick because price hit this high point and then started to pull it back. So we'll see what it do. But NZD is not ready. CAD is not ready yet either. This is last week's setup, so just to kind of give you guys an idea of what I mean, this is last week. So as we can see, this is the first 8 hours of the week, highlighted by this yellow box, and we had price go above it, or close above it first, above those first 2 candles. See, this is the bottom, nothing closed below it, but on the top side it closed above first, so price rallied first. So cool, we just looking for price to reverse to come the other way before we get in. And so finally price tapped out at this high here. We had a candle that closed below this swing high here. So swing high meaning you got a top wick with a lower wick or body to the left and a lower wick or body to the right. That's what we call a swing high. Once I get that swing high, and this right side candle body has to close below the lowest point of that swing high candle. Once that happens, I'm looking for a retracement to come back to at least the bottom side of that candle, or 50% of that candle, which is right up here where my little money zone or whatever it is, right? And so as you can see, price came down, pulled back. We got an entry right here, never got up to that money level, so we didn't get a second entry. But as you can see, this particular trade, we had a 30 pip stop loss, and we were looking for it to go at least 2 times our risk, and it got pretty close at the end of the week. But as you can see right here, I got some notes. I closed fully right here on this particular candle, move stop loss to break even on this candle. But that's what I'm looking for. So on this week, expecting the same thing. So is it always going to do that? No. Sometimes it's going to go through and it's going to create those swing highs, and then it's just going to continue to go higher and higher, and we're just not going to, we may not get a setup on that, but that's okay, because that's why I'm going through every single pair. Right here we got an entry yesterday on Audi Swiss. Again, same process, except for this time it went below first. So as you can see, these first 2 candles, this is the lowest part of that, the first 8 hours of the week, and we got a close below, which is this red candle. Barely closed below, but it did close below. So now I'm looking for, in this case, a swing low to be created. This wick reached down lower, but I got to close above the top part of this candle right here. If you look closely, hopefully you guys can see that. It's kind of close, but we got to close above. So I'm looking for a pullback to this level. I didn't get a retest of my candle down here, but we were inside this level, which is the top part of that swing low candle, and it almost got to the 50%, but it didn't quite get there. So as you can see right here, I went ahead and entered at 655 yesterday, and now price is up at the moment. It looks like about 38 or so pips, so we're gonna let that one roll. Again, ideally I'm hoping that this particular candle continues bullish and comes up to this level up here. Does it make it up there? I don't know, but what we're gonna do is, let's say once this candle closes in 2 hours and 28 minutes, see what the next candle does. If it closes bearish and it closes below this bullish candle here, maybe that may be the sign of a possible reversal for a deeper pullback, and then maybe exit it there and just take my money there. But ideally for the week, we're looking to catch the full week's worth of candle moves. So we'll see. But Audi Swiss is up. I believe I sent that one out in the Discord chat. If y'all not in there, you might want to hop in there. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Yeah, let me see if I can share that. How do I share that screen? Like that. There we go. Matter of fact, there you go right there. Audi Swiss. Audi Swiss. So you see when I sent out that trade yesterday, this is where it was at. And I actually entered right there. Let them know I'm entering a position, looking like the low of the week has been set. So we're looking to ride that one up. So same thing with a couple other trades that we're getting ready to go over. But like I said, that's in the Discord chat. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up. Not gonna promise you that we're gonna get 50 million trades every week, but if I'm looking at something, I'm gonna send it out there, let you know, hey, this is the trade idea I'm looking for with the markup, what levels I'm looking for price to come back to get in, and all that good stuff. So, all right, hopefully my audio's still good. If y'all could drop in the comments where you're listening in from. I'm curious about that. All right, next up, this is CAD Swiss. We looked at this yesterday. I was looking to get in for a 1 hour setup, so kind of like to do a scalp, so to say, not necessarily a swing trade. So let me go down to the 1 hour just so I can show that. So let me retrace on that one. So overall, I'm looking at this W formation or a double bottom formation for price to potentially go higher, but on the 4 hour, so to look for a swing trade, but nothing has happened yet. As you can see, price has been consolidating here for a while. So since Thursday last week, it's just been bouncing back and forth right here. So when this is happening, I'm sitting on my hands, but on the 1 hour, I was looking to catch a scalp right here just from this particular setup, from this candle's swing high right here, where it retraced back to it, and then catch it to come down to here. But as you can see, it hadn't hit that TP of 1.5 risk. So Chicago, all right, thank you very much, Tiana. So yeah, so that one, really, I just marked that one up. I didn't enter that trade, didn't send it out in the chat. I just kind of was looking at it, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. I talked about it yesterday, but overall, I'm wanting to see price to come up from here. But again, going back to my strategy right now, there's nothing going on because this is the first 8 hours of price movement right here for the week, and nothing has closed above or below it at the moment. So I'm sitting on my hands and just wait for one of the two to happen. If price closes below this level, a 4 hour candle has to close outside of this level. I'm looking for price to eventually do something like this and come the other way. Now if price happens to come up higher first, I'm eventually waiting for price to tap out at the top like this and then give me an entry, something like that, right? So be patient though, so we can keep it moving. CAD Swiss not ready to go. CAD JPY, nothing has closed above. We got a close below. So now I'm just waiting for price to eventually do something like this. All right, you could do it on this candle where this becomes a swing low candle where this is the lowest point, and the next candle goes bullish, and the one after that goes bullish and closes above this candle, and then I would be looking for a retracement back, but that hadn't came yet, so no action on that yet. What I can do though is set me an alert above this candle that's currently forming, so that way if the next candle comes and closes above it, I can be looking for a potential long entry. Okay, JPY long ideal. Can you guys hear the music? I got some little background music playing. Can y'all hear it? Let me know in the chat if you don't mind. Oh, you know what? Let me use this line so that way I can tell it to only let me know when it closes, right? Set an alert for when the bar closes. Okay, JPY. Oops. I'm gonna put crossing up. Oops. And that's what I am. There we go. Cool. So nothing on CAD JPY. Next up, Swiss JPY. Nothing yet. Again, same idea. This is the highest point of the first 8 hours. Nothing closed above it, nothing closed below it, so no action. And that's gonna happen sometimes, y'all. A lot of pairs may not even move until Wednesday. Every now and then we get some Monday setups, but a lot of times it's gonna be Tuesday and Wednesday. Monday more or less, when we stream on Mondays, it'll be more or less a weekly setup and conversation type thing where we're just looking at setups and setting our traps, quote unquote. All right. Euro Audi, man, no retest. Well, that sucks. So this was the setup for Euro Audi, which we got in last week over here, but we talked about that on last week's stream because I started streaming last Wednesday, and so but those first two were terrible, man. I had all kinds of audio issues. One of them, the streaming was acting up, so that was more or less my beta test week, and this week is the first live week. So far so good, fingers crossed. We'll see how that works out, but first 8 hours worth of price movement for the week. We got price closing above that, so now we're waiting for price to just eventually hit his head and then turn around. So this last up close candle right here would have been our swing high, and so I want to wait for price to close below that, which happened on this candle. And ooh, we did get a retest, but that happened at that midnight to 4 o'clock candle, so I was not up. Awesome. But that was a textbook setup right there, y'all. So that's the kind of moves we're looking for. And so let me zoom in on that. Don't know if y'all can see it. So price closed below. We're waiting for it to come back and retest this level. I normally enter one position here at this lower level of this swing high candle. So I enter a position there, stop loss at this red level, and then if it comes back and pulls back a little bit further into this level, then I'll enter a second position and stack my position with the stop loss up here. And so we would have gotten an entry right here around, I don't know, 12:30ish, depending on when it pulled up this high, anywhere between 12 o'clock and 4 a.m. Central Time. So but that would have been a textbook entry right there, man. But we didn't catch that one. God dog it. But if you check your charts every 4 hours and you notice that this 8 p.m. to midnight candle closed below that swing high candle, then you could just step another 20-30 minutes waiting for that pullback. Or, you know, if you don't mind the risk and you're okay with it, you can set a limit order for those levels, and if price comes up there, it'll put you into the order. And if you're not sure what a limit order just means that, hey, you're telling your broker, hey, if price comes to this level, enter me in for a short trade with my stop loss at this point and my TP at whatever point. And if price ever comes up to that level, it'll fill your order, aka execute it, right, and put you into the trade. But I didn't do that. Didn't even check this pair because yeah, I just didn't see it. So, but that would have been a nice setup. Same thing with Euro CAD. And what you'll start noticing too, guys, is that a lot of times, yeah, the music is good. Okay, thank you. What you'll notice a lot of times too is that when you have one particular pair, as far as the main pair, which is the pair to the left of your pair name. So I got Euro CAD, so that Euro. You'll notice a lot of times a lot of those have this similar setup. So as you saw, Euro Audi had a swing high with a sell-off. Euro CAD is currently attempting to do the same, but you'll start noticing a lot of them do the same thing. But on here, close above, this would have been our swing high candle. We've been waiting for a close below, which is right here, but price never came back or retraced to that that level up here to give us a potential short opportunity. So in that case, we skip over Euro CAD, move on. Euro Swiss, man, that's another one. God dog it. Ooh. Oh well. So let me show y'all what I'm seeing, because y'all probably like, what the hell is he talking about? Move this over. So again, this is the opening week, first 8 hours, price goes high first, so we're waiting for it to finish out, aka hit his head. and then reverse around. And how do I spot my reversal? I'm looking for an up close candle in this case, because we're going bullish, looking for it to go in reverse bearish. So I'm looking for an up close candle, or the highest up close candle, to eventually get its lowest point taken out. So as you can see right here, this is, at this time, this was the highest up close candle. Its low hadn't gotten taken out yet. Then this candle closed up just a little bit higher, so that's now the new highest up close candle. The next candle after that did not take its low out. It actually made a higher close, and so we're waiting for that one to get taken out, and then eventually got taken out here. So once this candle finished printing and closes down here, in my case, that was the midnight to 4 a.m. candle. So at 4 a.m. this one closed here, so you had to be up early in the morning to catch that one, but price pulled back. And so to show you the setup, by throwing my entry model on there, it would be right there. Let me get rid of this one so that way we can see it. But yeah, price breaks out, retested that level, you enter position right there. Stop loss is going at this red level, which is just above that candle, with a little bit of breathing room. And you're looking to, hopefully for this whole week, to catch a drop. That's what we're looking to do, because on the weekly candle, this up move, and once price comes down and not closes, but gets below the opening price for this week, that candle on the weekly goes from being bullish to bearish. So if I go over to my weekly candle right now, you see this is currently a bullish candle that's yellow, but if it goes below the opening price, it's going to turn red. So we're looking to get in up here again, catch those swing highs, or aka the wicks of the weekly candle. So in this example, that would have been a perfect entry. Man, that sucks. But Euro GBP, I did get in. So let me explain this mess. I got a lot of stuff from last week. So you can see last week Euro GBP did some good stuff on this moves. Let me get rid of all this though. Clean up my chart. And go back to this week. So yeah, same thing, man. It sounds like a broken record. First 8 hours, these two candles, we got to close above it there, and immediately after that, the next candle turns red, but it didn't close below the low of that candle. So I'm waiting for price to close below the low of this candle. This particular candle here, which is the Asian session changeover, so the 4 p.m. Central Time to 8 p.m. Central Time candle, that's what this one was here. It closed below. So once that happens, I'm on alert, and I'm looking to place my entry at this level if it comes here. Then if it comes up to this level, I'm looking to stack it in for the price drop. And at the moment, I'm pretty much sitting at the entry level or the break even. So we'll see what it does. But I like my chances because Euro Audi and Euro CAD are selling off. So I'm expecting Euro GBP to do the same. So we'll see. But as of right now, we pretty much just break even. So and did I send that one out to the chat? I don't think I did. Euro GBP. Nah, I didn't. Yeah, don't be mad on me on that one. But yeah, so that trade was textbook, but it's still playing out. We'll see what it do. Same thing again on here, but this one didn't give us a retest. You could tell because this is the swing high candle here. This candle closed below, but nothing has retested it yet. So same here. No retest. Looking at it here, first 8 hours, swing high candle right here. So we look at its low. This candle broke it, but nothing has pulled back to it. So yeah, no entry there, no entry here. Again, you see it, the same thing. Swing high candle, closed below it here, but it didn't pull back. Call that all gas, no brakes, man. Goodness. GBP Audi, same thing, no pullback. Man, what is going on this week? We went high first. This is the highest up close candle, so I'm waiting for its lowest part from wick to wick to be closed below, which happened on this candle, but nothing ever pulled back to that level. It just kept dropping. Some of y'all may be thinking, well, man, you missed out on a lot of setups. Yeah, that's going to happen sometimes, but if it doesn't retest, if it doesn't meet my entry criteria, I'm not chasing it. Because technically I could, right? I could have chased it like, oh, I get up right here and say, oh, man, I can get in right here, but now my stop loss is going to be 2-3 times higher than it was before. There's no guarantee that it's going to continue dropping from there either. So we just wait for the entry reasons to be presented, and we know that that has been proven to work in the past. So we're just going to wait for it. If we don't get it, then we just sit on our hands and be patient. It's one of the hardest things to do as a trader, but you got to get used to it, because you're taking unnecessary risk if you get in trying to chase it. Because as soon as you get in right here trying to chase, like, oh, it's about to drop but I'm missing it, and you get in right here, it can literally pull back and completely reverse on you as soon as you hit the button. But we're gonna wait. Right here we didn't get any retest. Again, this is the highest upswing candle. This is the first close below candle here. It closed way down here. It never pulled back. So GN, same thing. Don't even have to look at it to tell you. So, but you guys see how quickly I'm going through these pairs. Going through them really quickly. You can see real quick if you get a setup or not. And this is every day. But every now and then you're gonna get something like this where you look at it and like, oh, here go entry reason. So let's go over this one because we're in this one as well too. NZD CAD. That one was sent out to the Discord chat. Here you go, the Discord chat. NZD CAD right here. As I said right here, we're looking for a long idea. Aggressive entry is right now, or you wait for the pullback. So if you see where I got in at, that was right. It was right. It had just closed above that candle, and it was very close to the top part of my swing low candle. Can you guys see my cursor? Y'all can't see my cursor. One second, my bad. There we go. So again, NZD CAD sent it out in the chat right here on Discord. Looking for a long idea, aggressive entry. Now wait for the pullback if you want to get a safe entry. So as you see right here is where price was. If you look at my cursor, it was literally right at the top of our swing low candle, which is this one right here. Because this is the first 8 hours high, first 8 hours low. It closed lower first. So that means that we're waiting for a reversal to go bullish if it goes low first. So if it goes low first, we're looking for bullish. If it goes bullish first, we're looking for bearish. We're pretty much looking for the fake outs. Whichever way it goes first is most likely going to be a fake out, and it's going to go the other way. That's pretty much what you're looking at. So in this case, it goes low first. So once we get it closed above the top part of that candle from wick to wick, not from body, but wick to wick. So the top of the wick of that candle is right here, and this one closed just above it, which is enough. And so when I sent out this particular alert, price had already pulled back just a little bit, and so I got in right there, and I also had the idea to get in over here if it pulled back even further, which is okay because my stop loss is way down here. And if this is in fact the swing low of the week or the lowest point of the weekly candle, right, from what I showed you from example earlier, then that low should be protected. It shouldn't get taken out unless that candle is going to go bearish. And if it does, then I want to go ahead and get out, and that means that my analysis is invalid. And so I take that loss or that lesson and I move on and wait for the next setup, because more times than not, this is going to pay out by going bullish in this example, right? So that's NZD CAD. Let me close that out. Go back to the trading view. Bam. So that's trading view. And so again, got in right there. As you can see, it has a little bit of a wick. Let me zoom in, man. Some of y'all may be watching on your mobile devices. So right here, that candle, we got a wick that pulled back to get us in. So I got in there. If it came down here, I was gonna get in again, but it didn't get down to there. And so at the moment, price is currently going up. So that's great. And we're looking to ride that one for at least till tomorrow afternoon, or if not, Thursday morning. So, but we'll see how far it goes. It may not even go any further. It may stall out on the next candle and then start to consolidate, or it may turn around on us. But as of right now, if we go to the weekly candle, what I'm telling you guys again is playing out. It's a bullish candle. It went lower first, creating that bottom wick, and then it's going higher. Now again, we don't know how high this is going to go. But as of right now, we're in profit, and we're going to hold it, and we're going to see, because maybe it may come up to this level and give us a nice setup, but we just waiting. And we're already in the trade, so we're going to take our chances, because the probabilities are in our favor. Because more times than not, when this setup presents itself, it pays, and sometimes it's going to pay really, really well, as we're going to see when we go over the gold, because I caught a nice gold trade last week based off of the same strategy. But NZD CAD, we already entered. We good to go. NZD Swiss, was another one that I was looking for. I believe I set this one out as a trade idea, but I didn't enter it myself. I sent NZD Swiss out, and I try to be careful. I don't want to send like 5 different NZD pair setups out, but yeah, I didn't send out the NZD Swiss, so no. But I didn't get into this one, but this one also played out as well. First we closed below, so this is the lowest closing candle, and its high got taken out, very similar to, ooh, actually it's retesting right now. NZD Swiss. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and enter the setup for NZD Swiss, y'all. So looking at it, this is the candle that was our swing low candle. This one at midnight closed above. This one is currently retesting. It could come all the way back this way and take us out, but I like my chances, so we'll go ahead and I'm into a trade right here. I normally do. I'm not gonna tell you how much you risk. That's on you guys. Y'all do what you do. But this is NZD Swiss. Let me find that one on my MT4. Yeah, the setup would look something like this. I'll be entering that current price. I'm still putting my stop loss. Oops. Down here. So again, because this is a swing trade, this low should be protected. In that case, that's a 47. So let's just say a 50 pip stop loss, and we're looking to ride it up for the week. We'll see what it do. If you got a smaller account and you're trading it setup, you know, you may not be able to put in the 50 pip and have reasonable risk. But hey, I'm not telling you to get into this trade. I'm just looking to get into it, and we'll see how it play out. But don't forget, like 80% of traders lose money, so yeah, but we're not gonna stress about it. That's why I use risk management. So let me go back in here real quick. I got int on 2 different accounts. Ain't that some crap? Open calculator. There we go. We're gonna look to get in right there. Take that up. There we go. Did y'all hear that sound from my MT5? $50 pip stop loss. I generally like to go for a 1 to 2 risk to reward, y'all, but sometimes it doesn't go that far. We're not gonna stress either way. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and look to get in. And some of y'all may be like, why are you getting in for a trade right now? Price is going bearish, because that's just the market. Like, check it out right here. When price was right here, it went bearish and then it started to go back bullish. But a lot of times you'll find yourself getting in on a bearish candle, then it turns bullish, because we have 2 hours and 4 minutes left on this particular candle, and so therefore this particular candle in that last 2 hours can definitely go bullish, or it could just go all the way bearish and close down here somewhere and then eventually go the other way. But my analysis says that we should get a higher up on that one, so we're gonna go ahead and enter real quick. So hey, well, I'm entering, I should say. This is NZD-JPY. It's just playing around at the entry level. Again, same process as far as the entry reason. It hadn't really taken off yet like NZD-CAD has, so we just hanging tight there. So that's 3 NZD pairs I'm in right now. Actually, I'm in 4 because I got it in NZD-USD this morning before I got on the call. But yeah, so I'm not gonna go over NJ again. It looks just like NZD Swiss, the same thing. So we'll see what happens. NZD USD again, I got in this morning right before the call. Same process. It was coming down to this level. Actually, it was down here, and by the time I entered, it had came up already a little bit. So that's why I got in right there with my stop loss just below this level. But again, that was more of an aggressive entry because I didn't get in right when it hit this, because that was right before I got on the call, and I was just kind of skimming through my pairs real quick to check up on things and saw that and was like, ooh, let me get in real quick. So I have a little bit bigger stop loss, but hey, if it works out, it works out. If it don't, it don't. USD CAD, we didn't get an entry retest. Price went lower. Now, actually, technically, it hadn't closed above yet, because in this example, this is the lowest part of the first 8 hours. This closed below it, and this is the lowest closing candle, down close candle. And so from wick to wick, we want to see it close above it, and that's way up here. So technically, it hadn't closed up above it yet. So till it closes above that, we can't expect this to be considered a bullish setup yet. So, and right here, nope, no retest on that one. Boo. UJ, same thing, no retest. I'm looking through these pretty quick, man, but that's just because, yeah, I didn't train my eye on it. Now, gold, let's talk about gold. That was last week. Man. Yeah, so here you go. So, gold last week. Again, talked about it on the stream, but like I say, those two streams, first ones I did, had some trouble. So, first 8 hours is in the yellow. Price closes below it first, so that means I'm looking for a reversal to come bullish. So this candle was the lowest down close candle. So once price closes above that, which happened right here, you would be looking for entry. Well, when this pullback happened for this entry, I didn't get a chance to get in because I wasn't looking at gold at the time. I was only looking at my Forex pairs. So when I got ready to look at the charts on Tuesday morning, I saw this price was up in here somewhere. And so at that point, I looked to enter. Now, I didn't wait for it to come back to the top of that zone yet, even though technically it already came back to the top of the zone here and to the primary entry level right here. So my idea was just basic market structure, right? Price closed above this temporary resistance right there. Right, because see how price came down, hit his head here, came down, but then it broke above it. A lot of times on the other side, it'll make it support, and you can look to buy it up. And so that's what happened. It came down this candle, it created a bottom wick and closed right here. So I went ahead and got in with a stop loss just below this candle, because in my mind, this candle was the highest up close candle at the time, and so that low technically should be protected. And you see it got very close to it right there, and then price took off. And we was able to hold that for a majority of the week. And as you can see right here, I put some updates on the candles. I closed half right here at this level where that little bubble is. And then I put my stop loss to break even right here. And then we let it run. And so if you look at that as a setup, this is a textbook of what we're looking for every week. And if we get one of those, that's good. So that's a 10 times risk to reward trade right there. Nice. And what's crazy that if you look at last week, same thing happened last week. All right, I got this particular situation where price broke above, came back, and continued. Look at the week before that, it didn't happen till late in the week, so I would have taken that. I'm not getting in on no trade on Friday. If I got to wait all week, and Friday's when the setup presents itself, I'm probably not getting in. So, but yeah, so that's gold. I watched NIC. I didn't take this trade, but I did mark it up just to back test it, quote unquote, right? So if you look at NIC, same thing, man. Last week, first 8 hours, price went high first, so that means I'm looking for it to go high, create that top wick on the weekly, and then fall off from there, right? AKA the fake out, right? And then the actual real move. So as you see, price came up, made this swing high. Let me zoom in. Keep forgetting some people ain't mobile. Price made this swing high, which is the highest up close candle, right? And so I look at the top of that candle from wick to wick, and once that candle gets taken out, the low of it in this example, which happened here, I'm waiting for price to pull back into that level and either take an entry here or there. As you can see, I took the entry at this level with the stop loss up here, but it actually came into, well, I didn't take the entry, I'm sorry. I would have looked at taking an entry at that level and then put in the second entry right here. And who in their right mind would be selling after this candle happened on the 4 hour on NIC 100? Probably no one. But understanding that this could potentially be the swing high of the week, creating that top wick on the weekly chart, you're comfortable with taking this trade because you're understanding that a lot of times when the market opens up, the first move it makes out the gate is probably a fake out, aka the top wick of a candle. Or if it fakes out low, aka the bottom wick of the week is probably going to go higher. So we're not chasing this. We're waiting for this to get the real move, right? Fake out high, comes low. So in that example, got in right here, stop loss up here, then you just waited. Now you waited several hours, a day, actually a couple of days, but eventually price melted away for the week, and you would have caught a nice setup on NAS 100. Now this week I was looking forward to get a swing high. A trade to the high, but as you can see, we came outside of the first 8 hours of the week. Price came lower, so now I'm looking for a reversal. Well, I didn't get my entry reason. This candle was my swing low candle from wick to wick. This candle closed above it, expecting to pull back down to this level. Never came back down to put me into the order. So no setup on that one. So, but all right, y'all. So that was that only one trade that I saw today while we was on the call, but we'll see what it do. Again, don't worry about drawdown. We're looking for lows of the week to be set in this example and looking for price to go bullish, so it could come down, play around with us, and then take off. Don't fret. Check it every 4 hours. There's no point in checking it more than that and checking it every hour, every 15 minutes, because guess what? Those 4 hour candles take 4 hours to form, so you don't have to sit there and babysit it, because you just take your setup. If you get in for a setup and you take a L, guess what? That's just a L for that one. Next week you can get a move like this, right? So you take L a week like this week, but the next week you get a move like this and you catch this long W, right? So you lose 1 R here, but you make, like example with a goal of 10 R, right? So 10 times your risk. So you made up for 10 losses in one trade when you have a week like this where price runs, because again, this was our setup, right? Let me show y'all. First 8 hours, a lot of movement come out that first 8 hours. It ran high. So we're waiting for either a close above or a close below. Right here, this candle closes above that. So that means that it's faking high first, then waiting for a reversal, which clearly happened here. So if I zoom in on that, this is our highest up close candle. It's hard to see, but this is a bullish candle which closed just above this candle. So once we get this swing high candle, we're waiting for a close below the wick to wick of it, right? This is the bottom wick. It closed below there. And it took a while, but look how long it took. It came back on Wednesday. This was on Monday. Came back on Wednesday, picked us up, and took us to the promised land. So you got to be patient. Don't get mad. So check it out. Monday, Wednesday. So that would have been the entry. So bam. Stop loss is just above the high, this red level. And then, like I said, you let it roll, because a lot of times you're going to catch the move of the week, aka the swing trade, right? In this example, that was a 6.6 R times your risk reward there, right? So this week you made 6 times your risk. Let's say the next week you take a loss, you still up 5 R. So guess what? It ain't the end of the world. But you gotta have thick skin to trade, man. Can't get too excited about the wins, 6 R like this, or the losses, right? Because you can get excited about the wins and lose it all the next week if you don't possess proper discipline to be patient and not try to YOLO every trade, right? I'm doing 0.5% risk on each one of these trades, and so guess what? If it wins, cool. If it don't, still cool, because you lose 0.5%, you still got 99.5% left. So we ain't stressing. All right. Now, if you want to be a little bit more aggressive on your accounts, because that's what you feel, but just know that you open yourself up for risk, especially when you're trading every single pair like I'm doing. I'm literally looking at every pair, and if I get a setup, I'm taking it. So, but yeah, man, if y'all don't have any questions or comments, I'm gonna get ready to hop off. We've been on about an hour. I don't see any beautiful setups that we need to get in right now. We just got into that NZD trade just now. That's currently in a little bit of drawdown, but again, we ain't stressing. But yeah, if y'all haven't already, man, go ahead and join the Discord chat. It's free. Link should be in the chat. The link is gonna have on the description. The link is gonna have my link tree, and that will show you or take you over to where you can click on that link to join Discord. If you're not a Discord person, that's cool. But Discord is similar to Telegram, but just a lot more has a lot more features to it. You can live stream inside of Discord as well too. A lot of cool things inside of Discord, but I just use it because just tired of Telegram personally, and to me, I like Discord a little bit better. So, but if I have any updates on those trades, I'll definitely send those out inside of there throughout the week. So every 4 hours or so, I'm checking my charts where I got alerts that are going off, and if I get an alert that goes off and I like to set up, I'll share the idea with you guys. And if y'all want to get in, you get in. If you don't, you don't. Not a problem. If you don't like it, it's okay to say, nah, I'm not gonna get into that one. I don't like the way it looks or whatever. But yeah. So appreciate you guys stopping by. If y'all could let me know how you're enjoying these streams. Give me some feedback. Is the audio quality good? Is the streaming strong as far as it's not stuttering and stuff like that? Am I talking too loud? Do I need to lower my voice? Give me some of that feedback. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, y'all. If I have any updates, again, I'll be sending them out in my Discord chat, man. But you guys be safe and have a blessed day.